Hello and welcome to this video unboxing of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soul Wars. This box of course ushers in the second edition of Age of Sigmar, which by all accounts I'm hearing and experiencing adds a little bit more depth to a game that was accused of being a bit dumbed down from its predecessor. So far so good. We'll have reviews going up shortly for both the rules themselves as well as the contents of the box, but we thought it'd be very exciting and cool to show you guys exactly what you get in the box. So as you can see before you, this box is absolutely plastered with beautiful artwork, straight on the top of the box, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soul Wars, plastered over it. I'm a fan of the dark colours of the box, offset in the Stormcaster Tunnel on the front. It's real nice composition, just a very alluring box. Now you may see sadly, such as in this corner here and a little bit here, there is actually some damage to the box. I received it like this, which is a little bit concerning. It's not enough to put me off, but of course when I saw it a little bit I did get somewhat concerned. So whilst I'm not going to be unboxing this straight from the cellophane, I wanted to go in and make sure everything was okay and make sure, you know, everything was not damaged or anything, it's all fine. So I figured this would be the next best thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and crack on. So we remove the sleeve. There we go. Sort of Games Workshop stuff you expect, a lovely summary and beautiful artwork of what you get on the back there. And this is the first thing you're met with. Now, again, I have written, and you may well have seen by now, this is quite possibly my favourite piece of art from Games Workshop for Age of Sigmar. You've got these, I want to say soulless, but I would say that I'm not a fan. You've got these Stormcaster Tunnels and their resplendent gold armour with their lightning crest staffs and their giant Griffhound charger up against these particularly spooky and very solemn Night Haunt. See some sort of spirit host things going on here. This Executioner chap. We've got Lord of Shrouds on his steed. Very spooky stuff. Very spooky stuff. And this itself is actually the box in which the sprues are contained. So, let's push that to one side, we'll come back to that, and then we'll crack this open. So, as you can see, we have, which is nice, some protection. We've got a big old bag of bases, and we've got all these sprues. It's very satisfying to open, very satisfying to see. We've got here what looks like the Stormcast hero on his Griff charger. I'm not going to go bit by bit through the sprues in this box. You'll see in some of the written coverage a breakdown of what you can get in the box, if you don't know already, which I assume you do. So, I'm going to put this back together. Move that to one side. And then let's look deeper into the box. So, upon lifting out the box of sprues, you are met with this brand spanking new Warhammer Age of Sigmar core rulebook. Now before this, the closest thing we had was the core rules, which didn't come in a nice hardback as your sort of traditional Warhammer tomes do. We've had your General's Handbooks, we've had the battle tomes for the Grand Alliances and the battle tomes for the specific factions. This is the first hardback core rulebook for Age of Sigmar that I recall, and it's nothing to sniff at. It's got that nice gloss finish, stunning piece of artwork on the front, nothing to sneeze at on the back of course, and as is typical with sort of your Citadel Games Workshop publications, it's dense, it's got a lot of pages in there, adorned with beautiful artwork. It's all fully colour of course, your various rules. Yeah, hard to say no to. I do like the feeling of a good hardback book, and I'm sort of very glad to see Age of Sigmar get one at last. Again, if you want to know more about what's inside, you can look at our written coverage. Beneath that, you'll see this, the Battle of Glimsforge, which is still in the cellophane. I've not opened this up just yet. I thought that might be quite cool to go through. So I'm going to do that now. Give me a second to unwrap this, and I'll be right back with you. Hello again. So, I have now unwrapped and freed the Battle of Glimsforge, which you can see here. It also comes with a small booklet of the core rules, a start here booklet for people who are just getting fresh into the hobby. We've got some wonderful war scroll cards for the units inside, and of course we've got build instructions, which also come with some little paint guides and such, which have become more prevalent in the recent Games Workshop releases. It's good to see them. You know, whatever makes the hobby more accessible and gets more people interested. Yeah, good stuff. But yes, so the start here booklet is nothing too exciting. It's definitely not really needed for anyone who's been into the hobby for some time. It just sort of explains the premise, who the Stormcast are, who Death are, and tells you what you need to start playing. Of course, the dice, range ruler, and the cards are all included in the box. So you quite literally have everything you need in here to start playing, bar some clippers, I guess. Because of course it's worth noting that I believe all the models in the box are push fit, which means no glue required. Snip them, put them together, and you're off. Beyond that, we have the core rules booklet, as can be seen here. And this is sort of ripped just straight from the core rules from the new book. Tells you all the basic stuff you need to know. It's got some battle plans in here. Yeah, again, nice to have, especially for a new hobbyist. Maybe not particularly essential if you're used to the hobby, although if you're anything like me, you'll probably want to go over them to make sure you're not missing anything new. So these I'm particularly excited about. These are the War Scroll cards included for the units within. So if I just open this up, there we go. So, Knight Incantor, Evocators, Secretors, Castigators, whatever it's called. Celestar Ballista, I know that one's pretty hyped. People are very happy to see that. And there is a lot of information on these cards. They really crammed that information in. Again, nice little bit of artwork, stats, rules for the weapons and such, lots of text. These are nice cards. They don't feel as sort of hardy as some of the cards that they released for, say, the Maggotkin of Nurgle. But again, very useful to have. Happy to see Games Workshop offering alternatives so you're not spending most of the game flicking through books. So that was the Stormcast Eternals. These are, of course, for the Nighthaunt. I'm not expecting a great deal of difference there, but again, fantastic artwork on the reverse, just as with the Stormcast. Clearly identifies which units are which. Flip them over. Stats, artwork, bit of fluff, weapon stats, abilities, descriptions. Again, real happy to see Games Workshop going down this accessibility route, because whatever gets you jumping in the games faster, it gets you finishing them quicker, means you get more games in. And more time you spend flicking through books makes the games last a lot longer. And finally, from that pack, we move on to Battle of Glimsforge, with again a nice bit of artwork on the front. Bit too Stormcast for my liking, but hey ho, I'm a bit of an edgelord. And this sort of goes into a lot of detail and big explanations about the Stormcast and the Nighthaunt, including sort of what each unit means and stands for, how they perform on the battlefield. It's nice. I mean, it's not hardback, but it feels like it doesn't need to be, so I understand that. It's a nice bonus to have, especially if someone's new to Age of Sigmar and maybe wants to catch up and find out what's going on. This seems like a nice primer into the current state of where it's at for the short term. Whereas if you want to go into the long term and find out what's been happening in the Age of Sigmar and the different realms and where is Slaanesh at, you'd want to read the core rulebook, which has a lot of lore in it. It's got a serious amount of fluff in that book. And then lovely artwork, a lot of text, and then if we go to the back page, we've got the profiles for the different units included in the box. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing of the Soul Wars box. Again, the content inside, I can vouch for its quality. It's all really good stuff. The models themselves, of course, we've all seen images of them. They all look fantastic. Mine don't, because I need to build them. But now that I've shown them off to you, I'm going to go build me some spooky ghosts. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, this unboxing of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soul Wars. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you would like to see more of the latest and greatest tabletop news coming at you, be sure to pop by our Facebook page and give us a like, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Tabletop Games UK. Thank you for your time. Keep on rolling.